Okay, so I'm recording now. So I wanted to welcome everyone. I am loving these core habits. How is everybody else doing? Are you liking them? Does it help give direction to your business? Does it make any difference? You were already perfect at all of these things, so it doesn't really matter. Okay, well, for me, I know all of us have these times like with our families and that when things are just crazy, crazy busy, and you just feel like you run from one thing to the next, to the next, to the next, and you never quite breathe. That has been our last 2 weeks at our house, just crazy busy running. But I've known I need to be able to do those core habits so that I can say I am, because if I'm saying this is a really good idea, that is seriously about all I've touched my business, is that 15 minutes, check my dashboard, 30 minutes of, rejuvenation, which I would definitely be skipping if I was, if I wasn't trying to follow the habits. The 200 being active by the 10, I would probably have not even thought of it yet. But I had to make sure that I was really active, because if I ask everybody else to, I better do it. It has saved me. And so I'm hoping that I hope that you were already doing all these things. And if you weren't, I hope you'll try to kind of follow that core habits, because it really, just those basic things will keep your business growing. And so my personal business is still growing, and that feels really good. I apologize. I probably have not been very, on there. But it's been a good thing. So I wanted to talk today, we're talking about the C, it's consistency counts. And so we're talking sales, and we all know that our hostesses are kind of like the key to our business. If we can have really devoted hostesses who enjoy hosting Jamboree parties, who love our products, things like that, our business will grow. They generally are our best group to draw from for recruits, potential recruits, and they help to share Jamboree with their friends. And so one of the presentations when we went to conference was on hostess clubs. How many of you do a hostess club? I know a lot of people do. Some sort, kind of have heard of it, but maybe haven't really implemented it. Okay. I was with a previous direct sales company, and that was kind of my bread and butter. And I don't know why. It's never been something that I've translated over to Jamboree. I've heard of it a little bit. I think it was more of just I wanted someone else to give me a plan, and then I could use that plan and I would make it work. And so when she gave her presentation, she gave us a plan, which I will share with you, on how to make those hostess clubs work. And so generally, most hostess clubs are going to be like a $15 to $25 order from each person in the club each month for 1 year. She uses a $15 minimum order, so I guess 15 PRV, so whatever your translation is as far as the money at your house. But one set of wraps, pretty much, is what they commit to for 1 year. They add all those orders together. There's a minimum of, or there's 12 people in the club, and one person gets the hostess rewards every month. And that's the general idea of a hostess club. There's a lot of little ways you can, tweak it and that. So I'll tell you a little bit about what she does. And then Becky has been doing one for quite a while. And I asked Carla to talk just a little bit about her VIP group, which is kind of another tweak on kind of the same sort of an idea. So hopefully between that, we can answer any questions if you have some brainstorming ideas and things like that, or reasons you've said, you know what, I would do that except, or maybe we can have those answers. So she promises her hostesses a $200 party. If you do the math, if you take 10 people or 12 people at 15 PRV, and they are not going to necessarily have a 200 PRV party, it's going to come out to 180. But what she does from that is, if she does need to bump orders just a little tiny bit, she'll take another customer order and put it on there. But she says, realistically, that only means 1 or 2 people ordering just barely more than the minimum. She never has had a club that she's had to bump up at all. They've all taken care of themselves. So that answers the question of, well, how much do I tell my hostess they're going to get? They're going to have a $200 or 200 PRV party. They're going to get those hostess rewards. If they choose to host another party in addition to that, or gather just a couple orders, this is a great thing for a hostess who says, I love it, but I hardly ever get enough people coming to my party to make it worth it. Maybe an online hostess who ended up with like one buy three, get one free on her whole party. Well, here, she's guaranteed she's going to get 200 PRV, which means that's pretty decent hostess rewards. If she collects one more order, that might put her right up to that 250 where she starts to get her hostess exclusive. So that's kind of a fun little thing just for someone who says, oh, I'd love to host, but I don't know anybody. Well, you have, add maybe just one or two more friends and you've got a pretty good order. If you have one hostess club going and say it's going to, she said, the lady who presented said hers generally average about 300 to 350 in PRV. You're going to be active every month. Even if it's just that 200, you're going to be active every month. If you have that due by the 10th, you're going to be active by the 10th. It's up to you when you want to have that due. She actually has her due by the 25th. She offers a little bit of a bonus on there, which I thought was a really smart thing. When someone signs up for a hostess club, she says those are her bread and butter for her company or for her business. So she pampers her hostesses. And as soon as they get their 10 people or their 12 people together, she starts a Facebook group that's just for that club. So they start to have that camaraderie. So we know we have that friendship. When you have other people wearing them, people are showing their own designs on their, what they've done on their manicures. It sells more than when we sell it ourselves, because, we sell Jamberry. But if their friend, who they are now friends with through their hostess club, is showing theirs off, and then they have a place to show off that, what they've ordered, they've got that camaraderie. She will go ahead. As soon as they have a club ready to go, they do a live session on their Facebook group, and that's when she draws out the names for, this is the hostess for January, this is for February, she has March. Because we do know that some months tend to be a little bit bigger spending months than others. So that way we keep it random. Now there's a lot of different ways to do that. We'll have to ask and see what everybody else does. She does send a little thank you gift as soon as someone joins the hostess club. And that's a little mini application kit. So just a Jamberry nail file, an orange stick, little purple cuticle pusher, and she sends that with a contract. I will post that contract as well. So you actually have something that they've signed and said, I will commit to a year's worth of purchases. And that's just a year of $15 each. I was checking this. Okay. I wasn't sure, Claire, if you were raising your hand. I really, really liked the way that she talked about, she said if she does have a hostess that wants to host in addition to that, she really does encourage that. If, for instance, there's a big special style box. If she has a hostess that selects a style box subscription, she knows that's going to benefit her for a lot longer. And so she says, I bump their hostess rewards to help them out. She says, I almost always have some parties and things going on. If you do the math, if every person in that group orders one single set of wraps, and you can maybe ask them to order it as a bulk order instead of a direct link, you could be adding some together and end up getting some of those free sets. That would be great things to use as prizes. And that she posts a link, just like a Facebook party. The first day of the month, she sets up all of her hostess parties for January, and she puts their link to their individual party in each group. And then people can click on that link to order. She does have a standing special that she shared, and she said, if they are willing to give me their card number to keep on file, and they're willing to commit to have their order in by the 8th of the month, I tell them I will ship any wraps for free. So she puts it together as a bulk order that way and ships to her, and then she'll send them out to them. If they order something that's heavier, an application kit, a lacquer, a gel, anything like that doesn't ship just regular, just with a stamp, she says, I charge true shipping. So instead of shipping and handling, she just figures how much does it actually cost for her to mail it to them. And that's the amount that they're charged. And so she has quite a few customers who have just a wish list that they'll just say, you know what, if I don't get to you, order me something off of this list. And, and then in those groups, she's sharing the specials, she's sharing the new designs, things like that. And it's among people who are excited about Jamberry. That's basically her presentation in a nutshell. I would like to hear from Becky. Needed to go first. So Becky, would you mind sharing just kind of a little bit of how you've done your hostess club, if there's anything different? And then also just kind of what it's done for your business and that sort of thing. And then Carla, if you want to go right after. And then if anybody's got any questions, or if you have other things that you've done in the past that work really well, to fulfill those same goals. I mean, really what we're looking at is that consistency goal. You're going to be consistent sales. You're very likely going to have recruits coming out of those because you are developing real Jamberry fans. And I'm trying to remember if that's hostesses. We're developing our hostesses. Okay, Becky, I'll be quiet.
Can you guys hear me?
Yes.
Okay. I've been doing my hostess group, my hostess club. I call it Hot Jams because hostess the month. I just left off the M, but I just call it Hot Jams. That's what we call it. And I started it because there was a girl who really loved everything in a party. And she said, do you have a club you can order from every month? And so she was the initial person who started my club. And I said, yes, I do. And I made one for her. And then there was another girl on the same party that wanted to join. And so I just started it really simple with a Google survey. I just had them fill out a survey and asked them. I just had 2 members. I didn't start with a specific amount. I just figured I'll add some more later. And I just sent them a Google survey that said, what day of the month would you like to order on, the 1st or the 15th? I just gave them 2 options. And then what month would you like to be the hostess? Google surveys are super easy to set up and link into Facebook and send to everybody. And then you see all your results and everything. Would have them pick a month that they want to be the hostess. That's usually the month I have them host a party to. I like to have them do it with friends and family that aren't in the club. Then their club order is getting a lot bigger. Then I ask them if they want to order $20 every month. I just figure that way I'll let them get Disney wrap, any of the other specialty wraps, and I'm still covered on the amount. And then they still get a discount because it's cheaper for them. About a third of the time they do order specialty wraps. So we go back and forth between a total. It's really kind of confusing to me. So I just always keep it at $20 or $50. And $50 is to buy 3 get 1 free, or a color suite of lacquer or one of those things. So I like to keep it really even. I can also see that getting you into trouble if you want to stay a lot more specific to what they're ordering. You have to ship them lacquers, that's going to cost you more, all those things. I just figured they're set ordering every month, kind of pays me and a little bit of shipping or something like that once in a while. All right, I call them and just get their card info on file. I keep it on file in a little space that I have. Just I figure that's secure. That's pretty secure. I'm the only one who can get. And I just use it every single month. I have had months where I can't ever get a hold of my girls in the month, and I just order them a gift certificate, and then they can pick their stuff later. We have an agreement. They know that if they haven't given me an order by the end of the month, I am going to be putting in a gift. Saves their amount. So I like the idea of a contract. I think that's awesome. So I'm going to go with that in the future for my people who have signed up. I offer my Hot Jams Club in every single party that I do, every online party, every catalog party, every in-home party. I just tell them this is another option. If you get addicted and you know you want to order regularly, have a couple different levels you can order at. And yeah, I just offer it all the time. Right now, I only have 5 members, and that's a big enough order. Most of them are the buy 3 get 1 free, so they order $50 every month. So they get 2 months to be the hostess. So that's how I compensate them for ordering more every single month. On the 1st of the month, I set up the party. If it has a hostess for that month, then I ask them which date they want to be on. If I don't have a hostess, then I just use it as here we're all group ordering. I put any random orders on that, those ones that just come in for a couple sheets or those kind of things. That's how I do mine. I did just hear about a great subscription that people haven't, a club, and it's one of my friends who does makeup, and she said she does a mystery box, and they pay in $15 every month, and she just runs their credit card, and she sends them something out of her inventory, which I thought would be great. If you're getting a huge inventory of a bunch of sheets, you do a discounted, and then they're going to get
Awesome.
kind of mystery hostess gift or something. When I mail them their supplies, once they ordered, I always put in a few application tools, and a lot of times I'll do personalized samples. I have so many sheets from the 4.5 years of selling Jamberry of so many different designs. So I'll put all the samples off one little sheet and put on samples that match their design. So
That's
doesn't cost
fun.
much, so that I already have on hand. And I just mail it out to them, and I contact them on the 1st or the 15th, and we just get their order in. It's been going 9 months now, so I started in January, and I had 1 month in the summer that everyone was so crazy, and I just ordered gift cards, and then we put in 2 orders in August instead of July. So I just ordered them their gift cards and said, okay, in August we'll get a double order for me. So they were crazy too. So they understand, and everyone's really nice about it, and it's been working really well. So
I really like that with your clubs. It's very friendly. I could see that would be something that would probably not work out to do 8 to 10 clubs like that, but where it is just kind of more of a group of friends and we just keep going. I know for me, one of the things that was most appealing to me with Jamberry is that everything is consumable products, and so people are going to want to order again. But we also know that takes a little bit of work on our part. There are not very many people out there who will get hooked and continue, like without us even ever contacting again. So here's your semi-commitment, or it is a commitment. I have your permission to contact you, and I know you're going to order something. And let's just formalize that just a little tiny bit.
Salesy, scary part out of it, because we both committed to contact them and see what they want and order it for them and ship it to them, and they've committed to do an order. So it's not hard to contact them. It's just, oh, we want this month. Look at these fun new things. I always send them the special, the sister style, or the newest wrap that just came out. I also have offered every single month. I offer to mail it to someone else so they can get their of the month subscription. No one has done that yet, which has surprised me. I just thought one of them would be like, oh, it's my sister this month. I have so many. But when you leave it open like that, to tell them that this is an option, then it's not so, oh my goodness, I'm spending so much money on myself, which they do anyway. They're going to do it. But if they know that they could send it for their sister's birthday or something for Christmas, then that like a little more fun, I think.
Oh, and you could just include like a little gift card or something like that but just have that always as an option. That's a great idea.
And so none of them have done that yet, but I do feel like it kind of makes it a little bit more in their head. Oh, I'm not spending all this money on me all the time, which they are, but maybe they don't think they are.
Awesome. Thank you. Does anyone else have any questions for Becky? Oh, I've got a chat. Becky, can you speak louder? Liz says. I think.
How's that? Is that better?
All right. And I know I could hear everything on the recording, so we might have to catch the recording just a tiny bit. Okay. Anyone else have any questions?
I was wondering about oh God. Oh no, I'm not muted, am I?
No, you're not. I can hear you.
God, you can tell I'm tired, can't you? I was wondering about the contract. How legally binding is that? So if somebody did say, sorry, no, my month's gone, so that theirs was May, and they were like, no, I don't want to do it anymore, what would you do?
Okay.
You can't enforce them to do it.
Written one.
I can tell you that. Oh.
Okay, I know Becky was saying she doesn't have a contract written out, so it's more of understanding. Carla, were you saying that you have a contract?
Yeah, well, no, I've been doing a nail wrap club I'm going on my 3rd year. I just started my 3rd year of one, and I've never had a contract. I mean, I've just stated that, we agree that they will purchase at least $15 in product once a month. And I've had one person bomb out, and I just kind of picked up the slack. There were just, a couple of months left, but that's pretty good for in 2 years, just to have one person.
The lady who presented at conference, somebody asked her that specific question, and she said no, that it is not legally binding. She said, but we talk so much since we have that little group for each each club has its own group. She says, we become friends. And every single time that I post anything about, okay, let's get these orders in so our friend can get her hostess rewards, that type of a feeling. She said it really does build kind of a camaraderie. She said she has had one, and she has 8 clubs that are operating at a time right now. Can you imagine? Like, that's fantastic, PRB. She said she has 8 clubs operating. She has had one who dropped out, and it was a complete, lost her job type of a situation. And she said, of course I'll let you out of that. And she said, people, because it's presented as we're a group of friends and we're ordering, or we become friends, we're ordering together and we're helping each other out. So people have been really, really fantastic about it. And that's just kind of from the very beginning. She says, honestly, if someone was having a rough time, just let me know. What I would probably do if I were the consultant in that case is I would probably figure a minimum order for that person and make sure that hostess is getting at least within that same hostess rewards amount. Because if one person's missing, but you're still within the same amount of hostess rewards, I'd probably just let it go. And if not, then I'd, order a set on there just to make sure. And yeah, like you said, just kind of cover it. So anyone else have any questions for Becky? Okay, I will pre-excuse you, Becky, in case you do need to run. She's got to head to a volleyball game. And for anyone who has not met Becky yet, she is my lovely sister, and she's actually the one who introduced me to Jamberry. So in a roundabout sort of way, we can all thank Becky for bringing us together. And she's had a crazy busy summer and has not been here much. So we're just glad to have her back. Thanks, Becky. All right, Carla, I'm excited to hear. I've been watching Carla's VIP group for this just kind of here and there for the last several months, and I'm extremely impressed. So I was hoping you can, and it sounds like you have your clubs too. So if you want to share anything from that too, that'd be great. So.
Okay. I'll just share. I love my nail wrap club. It was one of the first things I did. As soon as I got 12 ladies to commit, that was one of the first things I did with Jamberry, just because I knew I would always be active. And I love it. I know that I always have that $200 to $300 party at least every month. So that's something that I really work hard on and try to keep it up. And I just run mine in a Facebook group. When ladies tell me what they want, I just, post a picture of it. For the month, I just have like one big post and show what everyone is ordering for the month. So it's fun. Ladies see what each other are ordering and, oh, I like that, I want that. And so it's been really great for me. So definitely worth a try. It does take a while. Don't get discouraged. It takes a while to get 12 ladies together. So anyways, I have ladies that have been in for 2 years and they're in this 3rd year. They have so many wraps they don't even know what to do with. It's kind of fun. But so Stephanie asked me to talk about a little bit about my VIP group. And can everyone hear me okay?
Yes.
Before I start talking. Okay. So I started my VIP group a little bit different than a lot of ladies have. My VIP group is all past hostesses. So once somebody hosts a party, it doesn't matter if it's like a $500 party or a bomb 0 PRV party, I invite them personally to my VIP group. And I don't ever just add somebody. I always send a personal invitation. I keep it really exclusive, and I like that feel. So we're not like, it's not a huge number of ladies. It's not like 300 ladies. We're below 100. But so that's how I started this group. And I didn't start it until I was like a year into Jamberry, and I wish I would have done it like a lot sooner. But so my VIP group is kind of my first priority. These ladies have all became my friends. I just feel like they're my friends, and I'm not selling to them. I'm just telling them about what's new. So anything that when it first comes out, I make sure that I tell my VIP group about it before I ever put it on my business page or anything. It always goes to these ladies first, kind of gives them some exclusivity. And I post at least daily in that group. That group is more important to me than my business page. I, touch base and I at first was like, oh, should I be inviting every hostess? Some of these parties were like bombs. They, no sales at all. And I can tell you that I just had a lady that had no sales at her party. Just this summer, she placed a $650 order.
Wow.
Just one lady, which totally saved me because I was having a really bad month. But I got a $650 order out of this group, and it's because we became friends. She trusts me. I wouldn't have had that rapport if I would have just, did her party. It was a bomb. Okay, thank you. See you later. So I think that relationships are key. Let's see. Stephanie asked me to talk about parties. I actually do parties right in my group. So I don't do them all the time because I don't want to feel salesy. But at least with every new catalog, I do a going, gone party. And I just create an event right there in the group. And then, through the event in the group, it's going to invite everybody that's in your group. And then I always have a good handful that always I can count on. But those parties, they always turn out to be decent parties, at least qualifying parties. And I will usually do them like mystery hostess style. So, they'll get their names put in the drawing for placing an order, maybe twice if it's a buy 3 get 1 free order, just points or, drawing entries for different things. And then I do a drawing at the end of the party. So that's a great way to supplement, to do extra parties. And that's worked great for me. I did, like I said, I always do going, gone. If there's something really special, like I did here in the US, we had the Go for Gold Olympic wraps. So I did a Go for Gold party, and that worked out great too. So I also try just to do little things like I have a post where everyone can share their Mani for the month, and I give away a half sheet of wraps. I just do a drawing out of everyone that shared and give away a half sheet of wraps. I don't always post about Jamboree. I try to just do games, do fun. I just feel like it's a place I can really be myself. And it's been really, really fun. Just a great way to get to know my hostesses better. And I can go there and ask if someone wants to host a party. Most of them know how great the rewards are, and it's, I can pick up a hostess there when I need to as well. Is there anything else you wanted me to talk about, Steph?
I think, one of the biggest things that I was so impressed with your VIP group, and I've had lots of people that have added me to their groups, to either take a look or else just, I want to see kind of what's everybody doing type of a thing. I love the fact that all of the ladies in there, I noticed there's questions that are from people that they know Jamboree. Like, Carla, when should I order? Should I order now or should I wait a little? How much longer will these wraps be available? They care. And I think that is kind of uncommon, actually. Most of the time it's us saying, okay, look. And I thought that was really great. I like that you have a game plan. It feels very like I care about this group. I'm taking charge of it. And I did not realize that it was just past hostesses. So I like that as kind of a hostess appreciation, to an extent, a gift that you do. So do you do any sort of like little gifts or freebies, giveaways other than your sharing your Mani every?
I'll throw in. Okay. I'll throw in like an occasional game or something and give away. I offer the catalogs, and I'll usually stick some accent sheets or something. And it wasn't as fun this time because they weren't new, but so I'll do little things here and there, but I've never really felt like I needed to give away Jamberry. It's awesome. I've never discounted it. The most, I'll do free shipping, just do a bulk order and do free shipping, but I've never discounted it, or do you know what I mean? It's worth,
yeah,
the $15. It's not. So
you don't have to. That is very, very wise. And I know that the times that I have, sometimes it's more out of fear than it is out of, actually a solid business plan. When our customers get used to the idea of, well, she'll always give me a good deal, then a lot of times they wait to order until you're giving, the whole catalog away or whatever. So that's very, very wise. Carla does a great job with her business. And for anyone who hasn't really gotten to know her yet, I'm just impressed. And I appreciate so much. She leads her team with so much confidence and strength, and she just does a great, great job. So thank you so much, Carla. I really appreciate it. Did you have anything else you wanted to add?
I don't think so. I just wanted to say, you know what, just go in and do it your own way. I have never seen anyone else's VIP group, and that's why I waited for a year. I was really nervous and scared, and what is it supposed to be like? But when I just jumped in and did it my way, which was comfortable and worked for me and my lifestyle, it's fun. I love it.
Good. I think that's very good advice. All right. Does anyone have any? Oh, Becky raised her hand. Is that on purpose? Yes, Becky.
That was me seconding the motion that Carla's awesome.
All right. Thanks, Becky. Okay. Anyone else have anything along the lines of hostess clubs? We have just a couple minutes left until we are out of time. Anything? Are you excited to try one? Who's going to try one?
I'd love to. I don't think I've got anywhere near enough ladies to do it.
Good job, Claire. All right. I understand, Lucy. I totally understand. I have started gathering. I liked what Becky was saying, that she just started it. That is a little bit of faith that you just go ahead and start. But I almost always have plenty of little random orders that I put together with myself as a hostess every month. So why not make that as my hostess club? And that at least gives me a start, and I can give that away. All I have to come up with is 200. So chances are very good I can come up with enough orders to put together with that and go ahead and start. So I have 4 people. I started talking about it last month, and I have 4 people committed, and I was thinking I would just wait until I had 10, but I'm kind of thinking maybe I won't wait. And then I loved the idea of saying, okay, $15 minimum order or $45 minimum order. And I apologize, I'm not very good at translating the numbers. So 15 PRV minimum order or 45 minimum PRV order. And then if you choose the 45, then you get to have hostess rewards twice in a year or something like that. I think that's a great way to kind of, okay, then you wouldn't, if you had 3 people out of your 12 that said that they would do 45, then that gives you really the equivalent of 6. You'd only need to come up with 6 more. So it's a great way to be a little flexible and make it work a little easier. Carla, go ahead.
My club is actually, I showed them the rewards for 150 PRV. Mm-hmm. So, but like I said, it's usually anywhere from 200. I've gone up to 350. So, I'm showing them those minimum rewards, but then they're always surprised because they get more. That's a good point. Good idea too. And when I was starting mine, like I said, it took a while to build up enough ladies. But I just said, I'll keep you on a list and let you know when we're ready to go. And they were, so excited. And it really, once I started sharing it everywhere, it wasn't that hard. Good. I know Becky was saying that her last fair, she picked up somebody to join her hostess club. That's a really good, sometimes they fall in love with it and it's like, oh, I want these all the time. Well, then let's jump on that and get you started right now. Not wait until, I don't know, some random time in the future and I'll call you and let's get you some more orders. So I like that you're performing a service for them. You're going to make sure that they always have everything that they need, and they're performing a service for you. They're always willing to place an order. So that makes it good. All right. I want to just encourage everybody, if you haven't done your daily routine yet,
check your dashboard, 15 minutes of reading, 30 minutes of refresh, my favorite part. Go do it really fast. Lucy, you can clean your kitchen for your 30 minutes, I suppose, if you must.
I've already bloody done it.
I'm so sorry.
It's okay. At least I can laugh about it. I'm just totally okay with it now.
You know that burnt popcorn smell in your microwave that lasts forever? Vinegar. I don't know if that's going to help. Lemon juice. So sorry.
I might cook some apples and cinnamon or something. And
that sounds a lot faster than vinegar and lemon juice. Have a wonderful day, and we'll see Carla and Becky tonight at 9:00 at Mountain Time. All right. See you later. Have a wonderful day. Bye-bye.